Mizane Mikato cannot unravel. Chapter XXX. Ah, it's morning. I'm simply no good at waking early. I should hurry to see father. I fear he'll be upset with me. Alright, we are Misane, apparently. Nice bed, It's very fancy. Can't interact with this thing? No? I guess we'll save. And, well, we have 99 friends? Isn't this still like the messages we got in before? I guess so. Do we have any items? Oh, we still have these items. I guess I don't know. I guess it doesn't consider the fact that we're playing as a different character. The game. They still have the same presence. No, anyway. Ah, good morning, father. Morning, Misane. Was worried you'll never wake up. How are you faring? Body temperature, blood pressure, and all else is normal. Good. So about the plans for today. Right. First time overseas for you, Misane. Yes, sir. I'm scared of getting seasick. Don't fret it. Not as bad as you think. Yes. And Nanase will be coming too. Nanase? Father? I'm not keen on him. Always so frivolous. Can't get a hold. Well, I agree with you there. Then what's the meaning of all this friendliness between you two as of late? A father knows, Misane. You've been going to town outside of work plenty. Yes, that's true. State your reasons. Because I like Nanase. The grown man who still wears a bit phone like rabbit ears. Don't let appearances deceive you. I believe that's something you're always saying. That's when it comes to criminals. Unacceptable. I will not accept. Even if the future's changed, Nanase and my father don't seem to be able to get along any better. I guess this is the same Misane that came back to the future. Huh. Oh, it's already time. You must hurry, father. Come on. Right. Let's depart at once. After taking the time machine to the future, I woke up in my bed as if nothing had happened. The Nanase who I thought had come with me was gone. I suspect that the Nanase vanished during the trip. He had told me as such before we left. Even my memories of that prior Nanase, well, eventually they vanish, surely. Is that how it works? Time travel and all that? And while the new future Nanase has important duties regarding the master program, well, his abnormal cheer seems rather different from before. Just too cheery, or at least it seems abnormal to me. Oh, Misane-chan. Good morning, Nase. When did you arrive? About 3 hours early or so. That's very early. Really? Just think about going abroad with Misane-chan and maybe get up early like a grade schooler before a trip. Oh, hello there. Apologies for the long absence. Best regards for the next few days together. Let's hope. I'll throw you overboard if you do anything amiss. Boy, you know I'm too much of a coward to handle such scary remarks, sir. Father, we're off. Sheesh. Your father's aura seems more impenetrable than ever, Misane-chan. It's because you're being so clingy, Nanase. But honestly, hasn't it been a little much lately? You don't like it? Not exactly that. I'm just a Misane-chan fan. I don't understand whatsoever. Let us go. The boat will depart without us. Okay. Nanase is it's like, well, he's his future self now, but slightly different. This isn't your room, Nanase. Well, aren't you lonely? Oh, but all jokes aside, your dad would tear me apart if he found out, so keep it a secret. It's certainly true. Man, what a good view. It's my first time overseas too, so I'm a little uneasy. But it's sure exciting. The purpose of this trip is to share information with the Overseas Master Program people, correct? Yeah, I'm thinking someday there can be nearly one in every country, all working independently. It's safer with 2 people than 1, and 3 than 2. But still, it's all still in the planning stages, so there's a lot coming and going to be done. Can you speak any foreign languages? Hmm? Nope, not at all, though I can understand people. Please don't use that ability too much, it puts a burden on your body, doesn't it? I mean, apparently, but I'm not conscious of it. The numbers just pop out on their own, so that's fine, right? I wouldn't exactly call that fine. Hey, there's a pool over there. How about you go swimming, Miss Nechan? I did not bring a swimsuit. Looks like you can loan one out. What are you after? I was just thinking how I've never seen you in a swimsuit. I expect you will never will. Oh. Oh, that was quite a sound. What was that next door? I thought I heard a yell too. An argument, perhaps? What a terrible thought. Why would you come on the sea just to fight? Indeed. Shouldn't you get back to your room? Father told me he would come by after he finished sorting the luggage. Huh? Can't I just hide under the bed? Anyone can sense your presence, Anase. Okay. I should take it easy too, I suppose. Alright. Just hang out with Nanase as Misane now in the future. Did you get your bag sorted? Yes, father, I've done my part. Did you hear a loud sound earlier? Yes, I did. It sounded like perhaps yelling. I bet it's the very same guy who's making a ruckus in the Grand Hall. A ruckus in the hall? Yeah, said he was a magazine writer or editor. He was doing an interview and it turned into an argument. So he's going around taking out his anger. A savage fellow then. The guards got him quick though. Sheesh. Still not pleasant. I hope we can arrive at our destination without incident. Father? Just had a bad feeling. Stop that, please. Your instincts are always spot on. Right. Misane, don't leave your room unless there's something important and keep the door locked tight. I understand. Don't let anyone but me inside. Especially that rabbit-eared. You will be fine. It can be quite overbearing. I suppose it's to be expected for his line of work. But I do have a bad feeling myself. Indeed, I just can't calm down. Father may have said not to go out, but I would feel much safer with Nanase. What's the matter? Somebody! Someone! Somebody's dead! Very familiar figure. Okay, ma'am, calm down. Step away from the crime scene and take some deep breaths. Ew. Rather, we have police on board, so I'll call for them. Understood? Don't go inside, no matter what. Yes. How many years has it been since you've done a direct investigation, Father? Well, not much choice on the open sea. Shouldn't be that rusty, I hope. Already dead. The cause of death was a fast-acting poison. Time of death was 21 minutes, 58 seconds ago. The room is a mess, but no visible wounds on the body. I see a partially eaten sponge cake on the table. I wonder, would this sponge cake have been poisoned? Yes, there's a small quantity on the surface, which matches the poison detected in the victim's body. I'm also curious about this memo pad. There's a name written on it. Natsukage. Natsukage. We've done a scan of the room. One thing feels amiss. What? The doorknob to this room, it only has one set of fingerprints. And they are not the victims. Alright, let's compare it with the passenger's fingerprint data. Yes. Ah. You alright? I'm sorry, this room is just so disorderly. Well, be careful. Yes. Ugh. I'm busy, you know? You can't say such things to the police, you big ignoramus. Where'd you learn a word like that? Sorry to bother you, we just figured we need to talk. About what then? I am Tokai Mikoto. As my daughter there told you, I'm with the police. State your names and professions. Natsukage, athlete. I'm an interpreter. Miyumi Miklarino Mizuki. Natsuke is a player of Sky Siron. He's headed to a tournament overseas, so he boarded. Yes, he aborted this boat. Understood. And it's Natsukage who found the victim. Yeah, but I had a fight with him earlier. Miyumi told me to go apologize and when I got back. A fight? Do cops bring their kids to work these days? True, she is my daughter, but while still an apprentice, her conjectural and reasoning abilities are superb. Don't underestimate her. To keep the timeline consistent, of course I have to be written out of the past, but this still feels a bit depressing. I guess Natsukage and Miyumi don't remember Misane. I am Misane Mikoto rather. Could I ask for further detail about this fight you had? Met him around noon to have an interview. His attitude pissed me off, so it became an argument. Oh, is that what that loud noise was? The victim going out and throwing a fit in the hall? Oh, hey Natsukage, Miyumi. It's been a while. Oh, Nanashi, yes, it's about 2 years. I had a feeling you'd be here. Nothing good ever happens with you around. Stop treating me like I bring up death, please. You know him? Can't stay away from him. So what's the point you're getting at anyway? The doorknob to the victim's room had your fingerprints on it, Natsukage. So you think I'm the killer? Nork, Natsukage! No, not necessarily. Your fingerprints were the only ones, Natsukage. And only on the outside doorknob. It's clearly unusual, isn't it? It implies that the prints may have been wiped once. Well, I wouldn't do that. I was doing all I could just to keep him from getting so pissed I punched him out. I see. Could we hear about this in more detail? Wouldn't it be faster to just check the passenger's memories with the master program or whatever? The master program is imperfect. A skilled enough engineer can falsify that data. Will you talk? Fine, I guess. Thank you very much. You're trying to do the questioning yourself. Are you sure about that? Oh, Dad, you're being a little overprotective. Leave some of it to me, Snake-chan, please. You have no right to call me Dad. Scary. Nanase, quiet down. As an apprentice, I need more practice, so could you let me handle at least a little? Sure, fine. If you're at a loss for anything, ask me. This is the information we have at present. You should skim through it. Thank you very much. Well, time to start questioning. Hey, is it just me or are you a little nervous? Nanase, you would know who the culprit is right away, wouldn't you? Well, yes, but my words aren't evidence. I can't prove that the world I see is the real thing. I like to try to do my part, whether you use your powers or not. Then you need to get some clear evidence. Maybe even I can help you out with that much. I see. I'll do my best. Yeah. Now check the info your dad gave you. Alright, this is like a traditional murder mystery now that's happening. Cool. Victim report. Mitsuru Kawano. Fast acting poison, 21 minutes and 58 seconds. victim's room was in disarray. No external wounds. Memo pad with Natsukage in it. Sponge cake has some poison, and the doorknob has Natsuke fingerprints on the outside doorknob, so it's possible someone wiped the prints off it. And we assume it's not Natsukage that's the killer because, I mean, we know him. He's not a horrible criminal sort of person. So it's very unlikely he would kill someone with poison. Okay, good luck. Firstly, Natsukage, you came to this room to be interviewed by the victim. Right. And then escalated into an argument. How exactly did that come to pass? He just had such a heavy-handed attitude. Bluntly asking about all this unrelated stuff. And the way he laughed was gross. Unrelated? Like, you know what you're called behind your back and stuff? This stupid grin on his face. Think I care. The above water orca, wasn't it? A new nickname? It's Salmonado. Salmonado? Salmonado? No, it's Sharknado. I don't get it one bit. Doesn't even sound cool at all. Sounds like a title of a B movie. I suppose it's irrelevant. And he snapped back at me too. Seriously pissed me off. Still, feel sorry he was killed, of course. Was it only an argument? Yeah, words only. Then come to a scuffle. And what was the argument about? Well, if I told you, Miumi here would get mad at me. That's how vulgar it got. I see. I can accept that there was an argument, but... Did you go to his room at any point afterward? Nope. I only came back to apologize with Miumi when Miumi told me to, rather. So that was the only time I met the guy while he was still alive. Where did you go after the fight? Back to my room to go sleep. Then a loud noise woke me up and things got noisy outside. And after that, Natsukage told me about the fight, and I told him go apologize, please. I see. Seems he didn't much care to do so himself. Just to confirm, you didn't wipe off any fingerprints? Of course not. Well, I suppose you didn't even wipe your own body off. It would be unusual to wipe the doorknob of all things. I just hate hassle. So about your unwiped body. You haven't dried off again? Look, I mean, once we're back to the room, it's dryer time. You need to be a fish without water. Oh, what is that, like a fish out of water? Some things haven't changed much, seems. So yeah, sort of resented the guy, didn't like him, but not enough to kill him, like I wouldn't kill anybody. I see. So anything catch your attention? What about the fight? Do you think? Did it really only end as an argument? Maybe you should ask more about it. Didn't it come to a scruffle? Well, actually, the room was in disarray. Was it you, Natsukage, that did that? I'd like to confirm what you just said. You and the victim had an argument, correct? Yeah. Then would you know anything about the disorderly state of this room? He's probably the type who doesn't clean up. Natsukage? What? I've been with you for many years, so I know you just lied. Will you elaborate? Sure. I just misspoke a little. I insulted him, and don't ask me to repeat what it was. Then he started throwing things at me. Things? I got worried that if I cause any trouble here, it'll reflect on my appearance at the tournament. So I just threw out some insults and left. That's the truth. Why did you not say that? You get all overly worried, asking if I was hurt or whatever. That's Kage. What did he throw at you? A hat, a cushion, rather cushion, yeah, cushion. Anyway, ring, a memo pad, a scarf, and he kicked over a desk. I think that's it. That's a rather impressive memory. Because Natsukake is insidious. Insidious? Shut up. Can you elaborate? Sure. Please don't tell any more lies. I'll be careful. So the messy room is due to the victim throwing things. Was there anything else of note about him? Well, I kinda thought the way he ate was filthy. And oh yeah, he was taking notes. Say he writes about everyone he meets. As an editor, I'm sure he met many people too. I don't know. Seemed like he'd be easy to hate. Do you know what he wrote in his notes? Let's see, I think it was more than just my name at least. More than just his name, then. I think I know what to present, but let's keep talking for now. Notes, I wonder if he was methodical. Nah, he said it was if something ever happened to him, so probably a more sleazy reason. Huh. Not like I know much about the guy anyway. If you accepted his request for an interview, then I suppose this was your first meeting? Wouldn't accept another if he were still alive. Well, not in my right mind anyway. I see. How did you come to learn that the victim caused a ruckus in the hall? Or rather, how did you learn that it caused a ruckus in the hall? Miumi told me. I was there, taking it easy in the hall. Then the editor came in with a boom and kicked over tables with a batoom. What about after that? A guard came right away and carried him off. There weren't that many damages, but it was scary. She doesn't seem to know many specifics. In short, the last time you saw Mr. Kawano Malai was during that fight you had. You suspecting me? No, the more I talk with you, the less likely it seems you are the killer. Natsukage alluded to something that in the victim's room. Did you ask him for a little more detail? See, he's nice deep down. Indeed. So, what about this? It wrote Natsukage then. Are you referring to this memo pad here? Oh, that's... No, that's not it. At least, I'm pretty sure the one I saw had another name written on it. Another? That would mean at least one more person visited the victim's room before his death. Probably. You said he threw the memo pad at you. Shall we look around? Here it is. You're awfully well prepared. I just figured it'd be necessary. I didn't give you permission to enter the crime scene. Man, I'm studying up on this stuff too. Can I be a temporary apprentice or something? I won't recognize it. Stop it, you two. Sheesh. There's not a single page with anyone else's name in this memo pad. Are you sure this is the one he used? Yeah, that was it. Then it's very likely someone else is involved. Do you have any ideas? Don't know. The whole interview was sort of brought up and decided before I even got on board. Well, what now? It will take a while to examine all the passengers on this ship. There aren't any surveillance cameras around the room. Talk about insecure. Do we just have to hope for a clue? That would be rough, so let's make it a little simpler. Simpler? The last thing the victim Mr. Kawano ate should be on his desk. This sponge cake. Yes, this sponge cake is unique to this cruise, and each one is individually made. As I recall, when you order food, you can have a worker bring it to your room. That's right. Then we'll investigate any workers who interacted with Mr. Kawano. I'm going then. I'll call them to my room. Room 103. Come when you've got the info. Please do. What should we do? Could you also wait in room 103? Understood. Thank you. Well, it seems like we may need to look a little harder at the scene of the crime. Yes, the victim's room was Room 102. Okay, let's go. Alright. Solving crimes with Mizane. 102, but what about which 101? Can go here? Oh, nope. Alright, well, what was this? 103? No, nothing? Alright. Oops. Go here. I suppose the fact that he wasn't stabbed or anything makes it a little easier to handle than normal. Indeed, some crueler sights even have me wanting to cover my eyes. The cause of death was poisoning. The victim's sponge cake was poisoned and he died from it. Is something the matter? Oh, there's just some things tripping me up. I'll tell you once I've figured it out myself. Alright. Indeed, all the things Natsukage mentioned are scattered over the floor. A hat, a cushion, a memo pad, a scarf. But no ring. Where did it go? Under the dresser. Oh, that's plain old intuition. Don't worry. Is it now? I'll check. You guessed right. A large ring is under the dresser. It looks expensive. Better not move anywhere. Leave it there and we'll just make a note of it. Right. Okay, let's go. Dad seems to be back. He has sharp ears. You should avoid calling him Dad indiscreetly. Alright. Where should we go? Go here? So what? Really? I was just cooking in the kitchen. It's not like I did anything, right? Then please calm down, sir. There's no way! Hello? We'd like to talk to you. But police! More of you! Please, settle down. Could you tell us your name and occupation? I'm yo miss. I'm a chef for this cruise. That knife. I'm sorry. It's not like, sort of like a good luck charm. It's not like I killed someone with these. Calm down. The victim died from poisoning. We're not gonna doubt you because of that. Okay. So you're a chef. What are your duties? Well, they sort of change periodically, and I go help whenever they're short of hands. I've been making sandwiches and things. Does your duty include sponge cakes? Yes. I didn't make some more special sponge cakes. I mean, sort of. I just cut them up. I see. I'd like to ask you more about that. I was just in the kitchen, honest. I didn't do anything. I want to talk to you so that I won't have to doubt you, sir. Okay. Another tough customer, it seems. Really? Seems a lot easier to handle than me. Personally, I find you easier to handle than before, Nanase. I guess people who are all over the place are likely to carelessly make strange statements, so maybe it's favorable. Perhaps so. Well, check your info. Alright. Because we have thrown objects, and then the ring as well is the two new clues. Okay, good luck. Alright. Were you acquainted with Mr. Kawano, the victim? No, I was mostly in the kitchen. Never mind acquaintance, like, I didn't even know he was a guest. Do you not know the faces of any of the guests? Oh well, I knew Mr. Natsukage, since he's pretty well known worldwide. That's nice to hear. Could I ask for an autograph if you can spare the time? Later. Thank you so much. If it's true that he has no acquaintance with the victim then. How about the commotion in the hall? Oh, I know about that, since the kitchen's right nearby. But I don't know who it was who was causing trouble. It was right around noon, so I was busy with all the orders. How well could you observe the situation in the hall from the kitchen? Oh, there are some parts that are glass, but I was up against a wall, so I didn't see. I see. Thank you very much. Could only hear sound from the kitchen. But I don't know who's causing trouble. Did you bring over the sponge cake? No, I just cut it really. I didn't carry it or anything. I hardly intend to doubt you that severely, so it was someone else who brought it to his room. Yes, I didn't deliver the cake. Yo, when the sponge cake was ordered, were you instructed to take it to the room? Well, I did take that order, but like, it was another worker's job to take it to the room. Did you notice anything unusual about the worker when they returned? Nothing of note. Well, it's possible the worker poisoned the cake in transit. There are other points of interest here. Is that enough for now? Asking me won't give me anything. Did anything else catch your attention? Not really. I did hear people shouting outside the Grand Hall, and that's about it. Shouting? Yes, there was a blue-haired guy and a rugged blonde-haired man. They're loud enough to hear in the kitchen. I wasn't shouting that loud. No, you were clamoring. I heard it from the hall, too. So there was some clamor. I'll make note of that. Okay. It echoed all the way to me. It was scary. Surely. Hey. Now, this testimony may be important. Quiet, Natsukage. Though nervous and confused, he's picking his words carefully. So we have no choice but to pull out the info ourselves. Given our position, he should answer what we ask. So if I'm lost, I should ask for more. What should we present, though? Did he know the victim? I don't think I have anything that connects him to anything. Wait. Never mind. Well, he did see some faces, right? But I don't think he knew them. Let me try it out anyway. Yo, you said you had no acquaintance with the victim and had never once met him. Uh-huh. If that's true, how were you able to describe the appearance of the victim? Natsukage, did you see Yo when you left the room? No. Oh, did you really never meet the victim? Was it really another worker who brought the cake? Pardon me, Misane. New evidence. Something new? While you were talking, Nanashi told me to check the scene again, so I did. And this is what I found. Behind a curtain in the corner, a crumpled page from a memo pad. What does it say? Natsukage? Yo. That is your name, isn't it? Moi? I think you have some explaining to do. That's right, I was so busy my eyes spun. My memories got all jumbled. Yes, that's it. I left the kitchen once to use the bathroom. That's when I saw Natsukage and the victim quarreling. That's all I did. I really didn't deliver the cake or talk to them. I sure didn't see you. Well, you look like your blood was boiling, and your room faces away from the hall, Mr. Natsukage. It's a non-zero possibility. Without any surveillance cameras, we can't deny it. Still, I'm a little curious about some things. Could we go a little deeper? Yes, that's fine. You surely did meet the victim in this room. Is there proof? Just intuition, I guess. Haha. Maybe it's years of experience, but that can end up pretty right pretty often. You really are weird. You too, Misune-chan. I feel a bit nervous. Or rather, I feel a bit less nervous. Now, I need to refocus. So I saw Mr. Nasukage and the victim on my bathroom break, and that's what I knew. Well, that's why I knew what he looked like. His Hawaiian shirt really stood out. Did you talk? No, no, we didn't. He came walking toward me looking all scary. I just ducked behind a wall and trembled. I wasn't attacked or anything, but for real, I felt like he'd killed me if I talked to him. And then you returned to the kitchen without incident? Yes, then I got back there okay. There. Well, maybe for a little psychological damage. You could see that. And it's you who made the sponge cake. I told you, I only cut the cake. How could I poison? Well, we can't be certain yet. That's really all I did, that's all. So if you could talk with them instead of me. Just in case, you had the duty of cutting the cake and transport was left to someone else, correct? Isn't that what I keep saying? Then could you make that clear in your earlier statement? Just cut it. I don't know. Who is this worker who transported the cake? I don't know, dude. Why not? I was busy in the kitchen. I finished dishes on the table, then another worker takes them. That's our system. About where is this table relative to where you were? Right behind me. There's no way I would just happen to see the face of whoever picked it up. Alright, can you append that information? Got it. You didn't see the worker's face. I don't know who it was. Oops, I already did that. Didn't see the worker's face. It's not relevant to anything, I don't think so. There's a poison detector too, so you shouldn't even be able to do that. I see. Something's off with his claims. Make sure you ask for details to make any ambiguities clear. I don't know. 21 minutes to 58 cents. That relevant to anything? I don't know. I don't know if time is important. Blue-haired guy or the blonde man? Can we use this, or...? I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to prove here. I guess I'm trying to prove that he met the reporter. If that's the case, then maybe this would count. But it's kind of like circumstantial, isn't it? Because it all depends whether or not, well, the court anyway, or rather not the editor, but rather not the reporter, rather the magazine editor, Mitsuru. I was saying, this seems like circumstantial evidence because it all depends on whether the court believes that Mitsuru Kawano writes the names of everyone he meets, right? And it could be that there's just a coincidence that he wrote Yol in his memo pad, which means it's very circumstantial, it's not hard evidence. But maybe it'll work? Let's try it. No, that was not it. I don't know. Maybe in here? Alright. If you never met him, why is your name on this memo? What is that exactly? Earlier, Nasukage told us that Mr. Kawano made a note of everyone he met. If what you say is true, your name shouldn't be here, should it? Furthermore, This page was found crumpled up and stuffed away somewhere hard to spot. On the desk was a pad which only said Natsukage. One could certainly suspect it was meant to mislead. Nah, I honestly, I didn't take the kick to the victim. It's true, dude. You're still claiming that. Can I have a second? I talked to the workers. It does seem it was another worker who brought the cake. Hmm? See, it's not me. Why do you go talk to them? However, something they said did interest me. The one who ordered the sponge cake and took it to the room was Miss Miyumi. Is this true? Yes, I did place the order, took it from the worker on the way, and brought it to the room. Hold on, just because Miyumi tried to order him something as an apology for the trouble I caused. You didn't testify about that earlier, did you, Natsukage? True, knowing that would increase my suspicion of Miyumi, but such actions can also work against you. Natsukage, it's alright. All I seek is the truth. Please trust me. But then, what of this memo? Well, maybe he ate the cake and before the poison killed him, he got up to writing Miyu. Right, Miyu as in like the Japanese hiragana? Is it? Yeah, it's hiragana, right? Or anyway, hiragana or katakana. I always mix up my hiragana and katakana. Anyway, you got writing Miyu, which would be vertical line away from Yo, right? I guess the argument he's making is that in Japanese, Miyu and Yo kind of similar. Maybe she's trying to pin the crime on me. You little... That's like elementary school logic. Calm down. Miyumi, will you speak with us? Yes, please ask me anything.